Was our first actual musical that we went to Book of Mormons?
Unfortunately so. Hi, welcome to the podcast Everyone Has a Penis, and we sing about it.
I'm Minty Penis.
And I'm Annie She. And this is fun time where we serve every podcast with an FU.
So this is RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 4 Episode 5, where we start off with a reading challenge, which isn't usually before the Snatch Game.
Especially since we know the next episode is the Snatch Game, so that's weird.
Right? So Pixie won. She got the most jokes shown on the show.
What's your favorite joke? I think mine is the whole, baby, I'm pro-choice.
I was gonna say that. Damn you.
I know you really like the quarter legs one where your legs are almost as long as you make conversations.
Oh, that was a good one, yeah. I think that was Bye Baby too.
Foreshadowing.
So we go on to the Maxi Challenge, the Lairy Poppins, the
Unauthorized Rusical.
where as the winner, Pixie gets to pick the roles.
Now, Pixie, you ever wonder, hey, I keep winning the mini challenges, but I don't win the main challenge.
Does she win the mini?
Last time she won the musical chairs.
Oh, I thought it was Danny, but it was Pixie, yeah?
Yeah.
That big booty.
And then she picked her team and then got shot in the foot.
I feel like it does say something about the cast if no one picks the particular character. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's willing to take that risk or be in that spotlight.
Does it say that the cast all suck?
Not necessarily, but kind of like leaning towards it. Like, no one is playing a bigger role than what they feel like they should be. I mean, I know like John Best took Bird Lady because she wanted to be weird when she's not that weird, but it's like, okay, but if you really want to make a standout, you would play Larry.
Another thing is that the only role that the queens really fought for was like one of the minorest roles, the cockroach.
Yeah.
And it's like, ooh, none of you girls are musically talented, huh?
That was another one, right?
I don't think there was any other role that they tried to fight for.
They didn't like do an audition like they did with the French accent, but I thought two people raised their hands because Cheddar wanted another role as well.
Oh, okay.
But they gave it to someone else. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Bird Lady, but I can't remember. Whatever. Moving on.
Oh, it was Bird Lady. I remember now because John Best got like, you know what, John Best, I know you want to stand out, so I'll give it to you.
Right? See, if I stall long enough, Annie will fill in the holes.
As always, Annie fills in any holes on the show we talk about penis.
Because any hole is a goal. So they all get their roles, they're all getting familiar with it, and then Pixie decides she's gotten way over her head picking the Larry role. Although she wasn't picking the Larry role, she got stuck with the Larry
I told
role.
Minty, because Minty was like, oh shit, what's Pixie? And I said, oh, you know what? No one picked Larry, so Pixie's probably Larry. He's like, no, they would have shown that, right? And immediately Pixie was like, ah shit, I'm stuck with Larry. Because I was too busy trying to please everyone else.
Yeah, you actually pointed out while they were deciding that you were like, Pixie, are you gonna be concerned more about everyone else's roles and not your own? And then it happened. And I'm like, I guess to me it's like unthinkable because if I got to choose the roles, I would choose first.
I feel like it's that whole thing about not wanting to be cancelled by social media for being mean. It's like you're too worried and not trying to win the competition, so you forget like, oh shit, I should have gave myself the best role.
Sure, but Pixie ain't no winning no crown.
To be fair on Pixie's side, well, real fast, one might say if you're not gonna win the crown, it's even more important to be liked by the fans for congeniality.
How many queens are remembered for being nice? And how many queens are just more for being talented? I'm not saying that you can't be both, but if you're bitchy and talented, you're much more remembered still.
Name one bitchy talented queen. Fifi O'Hara.
Diabetic.
Oh, okay, there we go. No, back to my first point. Pixie did look at Larry and was like, oh, I think I can pull this off. But the more she got into it, she was like, oh shit, I can't do this. There's too much acting.
Danny bailed her out.
Danny bailed her out. Which any bitter feeling she had with Danny in the last episode disappeared. It washed away when Danny was like, let's trade.
I know, Pixie was like, had no right to complain after this episode about Danny Beard. Because Danny Beard took a risk to take Lairy Poppins. You could tell because in the rehearsals, they were the two that really didn't have their roles down.
That was dirty though. Oh, we think what they're gonna do bad because they don't know any of their lines, but then you remember they switched like maybe 3 hours ago and like everyone else had way more time.
So let's talk about some performances that we thought that stood out to us, whether good or bad reasons. I mean, honestly, I do think Danny Beard did a very good job. I didn't think Pixie did that well, but my favorite was actually John Best. I thought John Best really like put herself out there and did the role to the best of her ability, which was actually pretty good for standards.
I just want to say, I did think they all did a great, phenomenal job. I didn't watch it and think, oh, this person be struggling.
Oh yeah, I think I found myself like smiling as I kept watching because it's just like it's entertaining, the dancing, the being stupid.
I didn't think Pixie did well. I just think she did the job well, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Yeah, because like I'm not no breakaway character there. You played the role you was given. Wait, I don't know why Danny Beard looked like Beetlejuice. No one explained that to me.
The only thing I can think about was that they knew Beetlejuice was having a musical before Beetlejuice the musical came out.
And another thing is that the Beetlejuice whole gimmick is saying the name 3 times when he appears.
It's not Bloody Mary?
No, you know what? I think I'm pretty sure it's Beetlejuice. Yeah, because there was a bit in the movie where the girl says Beetlejuice twice, and then she stops at the 3rd time being "fuck you."
Okay, so this is like it's supposed to be Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I don't know why I just put the 2 and 2 together now.
Maybe Beetlejuice's real name is Larry.
Is that not even a name, by the way? Lairy.
Maybe it's a UK thing.
Maybe. Oh, you know who I did think was kind of bad? I did think LaFille was bad.
LaFille was okay. I don't know what she could have done to do better though.
I think the accent really kind of screwed her up because she was hot as Mary Poppins.
She was okay.
That is like my type.
Ugh.
I think like her accent, like she couldn't go from like really prim to like letting loose at the end.
Oh, like you think there should have been more of a contrast between the two?
Yeah.
That's true. But I do agree that Dakota and Baby were on the bottom. Although I do think Baby did the worst. Like she was okay, but I wanted more levels from her. I wanted when she was mad and stressed to like really hit those mad and stressed feelings.
I didn't think Dakota should have been on the bottom until they said, oh, compared to Black Pepper. And I was like, oh, I see it now.
Black Pepper was clearly safe. She had a very unmemorable performance. But I thought Cheddar Gorgeous did well. I would have put Cheddar Gorgeous on top and Pixie Polite in safe.
Oh.
I don't know, maybe because Cheddar Gorgeous didn't really dance.
Yeah. A lot of times I get so disappointed when like the choreography, I'm never gonna say it.
Choreography.
Yeah, it's like, okay, bam, bam, bam. Then the actual thing, they're kind of standing there for the most part.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, now, are you forgetting your dance or did we simplify it off screen?
Oh, I mean, she just bailed out, right? Once the lights hit, she was like, I'm gonna stick within my 90 degrees angle. So anyways, let's talk about the runway looks, the West End Wonders. It would be better if we knew more about these musicals.
When I first heard that, I was like, are we being the 8 wonders of the world?
I thought so too.
Like, I think that'd be cool, but I guess this is British Hollywood or Broadway.
I mean, is there any other one we should talk about except Danny Beard's Little Shop of Horror?
I just want to say, I feel like every Asian person knows The King and I, because when I was a child, I had a VHS tape of The King and I.
I have no idea what The King and I is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Right.
I just saw the VSS cover. I didn't actually watch the thing.
Oh, but Danny Beard's like, that looked like an actual prop of a play.
Yeah, oh yeah, and I have no idea how she made the mouth move.
Right, like you can see a string, but I'm like, is it your hand? Because like when it was moving, your hand was moving. But then when your hand went away and started moving, then it stopped moving. So I'm like, I don't know how the magic works.
I feel like it's a mix of the hand and the string and then bobbing your head. And then gravity work. I think it was really clever for Black Pepper to actually mimic the stage play lines in the Lion King musical.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, that's what they... I don't know why. It was a very big thing when the Lion King musical was announced. So I know very well what that looks like.
Oh, I look cool.
Yeah.
But I really like Baby's look. I think, I don't know what lady or musical they kept saying, but her look just looks so nice.
It's the African American version of Romeo and Juliet.
Oh.
So that's like kind of like puffy sleeves.
Oh. See, I thought I heard Romeo and Juliet, but then they kept saying a different name, so I was like, so I just don't know it. But I guess I kind of know it.
I don't know why. When I was a child, I really liked the African American version of Cinderella.
Why?
I don't know. I never watched the whole movie. I just thought it was aesthetic.
When you say African American, do you mean like in the country of Africa or just played by black people?
Just played by black people.
Oh, okay.
I was being polite. Pixie polite.
I don't know. It's like saying you like the Disney version of Cinderella. It's like, there was nothing wrong with... Oh, what's her name? What's the Grimm Brothers version called? Ashen?
I forget, sorry. I like the Lizzie McGuire Cinderella story.
Shut up. No one likes the Lizzie McGuire one. Yeah, we still have not even seen How I Met Your Father.
Yeah, one day. So Danny Beard got on top, and we're like, if she doesn't win, I swear to God, this is all production.
Oh, Jep.
But she won, so we don't have to raise our pitchforks.
And the bottom was Baby and Dakota. I know definitely Baby. I just don't know if Dakota. Because it could easily have been either Dakota or LaPhil.
Yeah, but like Dakota, they actually said that, oh, you're hesitating too much, yada yada yada. Meanwhile, with LaPhil, they were like, look, we're splitting hairs. If we wanted 3 tops, we needed 3 bottoms. I'm sorry.
I guess so. So they lip synced to No Way from the 6 musical.
Man, I just recently found that musical, so when they started singing to it, I was like, wait, no way. I know this song. Now, y'all, if you don't know the musical, it's about the 6 wives of King Henry. And I'm like, boy, if you just heard the lyrics of "You tried to send me to a nunnery," you would have totally got a different vibe from this song.
Those are weird times.
If you don't like your wife, to the nunnery. Your teenage daughter got pregnant, to the nunnery. God will figure it out.
God will be that pro-choice.
So it's funny because Baby and Dakota was dancing, and Baby was doing really well in the first half, but then Dakota came in the second half strong. I want to say Dakota came in with a steel chair, but no one's gonna get that reference.
The circle between wrestling fans and RuPaul fans is there is no overlap. So Baby has decided that she is done with the competition, and before they could announce who the winner was, she decided to bow out, which I don't know why. It feels like a classy way of eliminating yourself, and I just can't get that feeling of, you know, like when Ginny Lemon leaves or like Ben de la Creme, it's like this sad thing, right? I just don't feel that way for Baby, and I'm not exactly sure know why.
I think it's because we all kind of wanted Baby to go home.
I mean, true, but that's not the point, right? Like, you should stick it out till you have no choice.
I feel like it's a cop-out because if you know you're the one being sent home, because like I can't imagine your headspace when you're dancing and you hear everyone cheer for your competitor and you have no idea what she did. You're like, oh, I'm gonna go home on my own terms. And I'm like, no, you don't get to claim this as a W for yourself.
Yeah, see, I don't like that. If it's like that, I don't like that.
I think it's funny that RuPaul was like, okay, Dakota, I guess you're staying.
Which is also weird, right? Because RuPaul does not like people who eliminate themselves, which is, you know, who would. But I think RuPaul's like, yeah, it's your time to go.
Yeah, but you was gonna go anyways. I'm surprised. This was gonna be a double sachet, to be honest.
I kind of wish Sminty stayed then.
Yeah.
Although I don't think Sminty would have done well.
So Baby left and was like, God, I hope people on social media realize that I'm a good person and didn't turn the trans person home.
Baby said trans right.
It's like, well, you say one more week, trans mediocrity.
It's a reading challenge reference.
Hell yeah. And next week we'll say a bunch of Snatch Game references.
That was actually really funny.
It was funny.
Was that by Cheddar?
I think so.
Alright, until next time.
Bye.